Hi guys, my name is Calvin. Today I want to do a video on the Gilet de Combat TTA vest. My French isn't very good. I'm not really sure the proper pronunciation on that, so apologies to those French speakers. And I'm not sure what TTA stands for. Obviously in French that would have been something else. I've also seen this vest referred to as the F2 vest, or F2 combat vest, F2 assault vest, something like that. It looks like F2 is a suite of clothing in the French army, so you can get an F2 combat jacket or F2 trousers. So I don't know if it's part of that or it's just what the internet being the internet. This is quite an interesting bit of kit. It was introduced at some point in the 90s and continued service up until around 2010 and onwards, I think. I believe these were phased out and replaced by PALS type body armor systems. If you go back to World War II up to the 90s, French webbing always seemed pretty minimalist. Basically, you've just got some ammo pouches, a water bottle, and then maybe a bayonet or e-tool, radio pouch, grenade pouch, that type of thing. Very, very simple. Especially compared to like the American Alice gear with a butt pack that had quite large carry capacity, or the British 58 pattern webbing with the kidney pouches, or the PLCE webbing with utility pouches on it. The French didn't seem to do anything like that, and so the kit was quite simple. But then with the introduction of this vest, it's got two large utility pockets on the back, so it seems like a bit of a departure from doctrine for them. So the vest is unique in that it's modular and it uses belt pouches on a vest platform. Other countries have tried doing this before. For example, the South Africans had their pattern 80 gear, and that would use Alice clips to attach pouches to a vest base. The Dutch also, they had a version of kind of like an LBV type setup, and that again uses Alice clips to attach pouches to it. These systems don't really work too well. It's a good idea, just it doesn't work very well really. There isn't enough attachment surface, and so the pouches tend to flop around and bounce a lot. The French have gone a different route, and instead of using like an Alice-based system, the vest is set up to use standard belt pouches. So the good thing for that is basically any belt-mounted pouch you could put on this really, as long as it would fit through this type of webbing. Yeah, so it gives you a lot of options. The question is like, would you really want to? We'll go through it, but the pouches on it aren't very stable, although yeah, there are some workarounds. Looking around on the internet, it appears that it comes in a few sizes, extra small, small, medium, large, and an extra large. The most common size I think is the small, and that is this one here, MT. The GT is large, and the PT is medium. Those are the most common sizes that I've found. You can buy these all around the world, Europe, New Zealand, and so on. Some places offer them with pouches and some don't, and then some mention give you the option to choose sizes and some don't. So if you're going to get one, do your homework, make sure you're getting exactly what you want and not just what the retailer ships to you. So I'm not sure how popular these things were in use. It's kind of more like a patrol yoke than an actual dedicated vest to my mind. The heart of the system is the belt at the bottom, and then the vest sort of acts as suspenders. You can attach pouches up here, but there doesn't seem to be too many options, just these ones really, so you're kind of limited in your choice, and also they flop around a lot. So I think if I was going to use that, I'd mount my ammo pouches, water bottle, and so on to the belt, and then use this as a kind of like a patrol yoke. It's not uncommon to see photos of French troops all equipped with Arctis battle vests. So I don't know what's going on there, but when you see a whole group of guys wearing them, the chances are that was an issue item. Now whether that was private purchase, as in like the platoon or company level, they decided, you know what, sod this, we're just going to get the Arctis kit, or their unit put in urgent operational request and said, look, no, these are rubbish, we want these things, and they've just bought in bulk from Arctis. So I'm not sure what's going on there. You do see a lot of pictures of guys using them, but you do also see the Arctis vest being used as well. Alright then, let's go through it. So the vest is made of cotton polyester mix. It's listed as 67% cotton and 33% polyester, and the listed weight is 1.7 kilos, but I'm not sure if that includes pouches, and if so, which pouches. So these bits here, the webbing is cotton, but then the base of it is more like polyester, and so is the mesh here also. So it comes standard with 4 grenade pouches and then 2 utility pouches on the back. And what I've done is I've added these ammunition pouches. The vest closed in the front with side release type buckles, and there's a nice tab as well to help you keep your gear organised. You've got some strap keepers. The belt at the bottom is adjustable for length. It comes quite large, and then so in here we have these 2 hooks, I guess, and what they do is just bite into the belt. They don't line up with the eyelets. They just add some retention. I think you would just tuck the excess webbing away like that. Kind of an awkward system, but I guess it works. So going through the pouches, these here are the grenade pouches. They're listed as being for both offensive and defensive grenades, but I can't figure out which grenades the French Army are actually using. What's unique is, so in this one here, I have a laser rangefinder and a Garmin E-Trex. So this one here, the right lid is stiffened. So I don't know how well you can see that. It's quite rigid. Whereas the left-hand lid is just soft, just normal like Cordura type material. They close with press studs and Velcro. So I'm not sure what the idea between the 2 styles is. You could fit also, this is a 10 round AICS magazine from Magpul. The press studs won't engage, but Velcro will, so you could keep small magazines in there if you wanted. Then on the other side I have old pineapple type grenade, and then in here is the old style first field dressing. And again, the right hand flap is quite stiff, whereas the left is quite loose. So these attach to a regular belt sort of system. So this is what makes the vest modular. Here we have kind of cotton web belt, same material as this. And then on the inside we have press studs and then some Velcro at the end. So what happens though in reality, and then it's anchored at the end with this buckle system. The buckle's quite secure, so I can't see it coming undone or going anywhere, but it's still, there's a lot of flop in it. So, you know, it's going to bounce around a lot. Actually, getting something out when it's done up. So if we have that up there like that, and then, so as you can see, that's there's quite a bit of movement, and that was with the soft lid. So I imagine it's worse. It's even harder with the other lid. Then down the bottom we have another section, a larger one, and so you could put more pouches there. And then up here we have just a tab with press start. I think this is more for radio antennas and comms cords, things like that. Over here we have a D-ring, so to use as a lanyard point, and then down here we have a hook. And as you'll see in a minute, I think this is to hook onto the ammo pouch. Whilst there is a lot of flop in these, you could anchor it, I guess, if you wanted to. There's enough attachment points right here and here. Over here we have some loop Velcro type material, and I believe that would be for a rack tab. And then on this side, you can't see it because it's covered up by the pouches, but over here we have some more loop Velcro, and I think that would have been for a name tab. So down here I have a magazine pouch, and the way it attaches, what I've done is so these hooks are on both sides, and they hook into the top of the pouch. So it helps keep it more stable, and that I've run the tab over the top just for a bit more rigidity, but that's one way to do it. And then on this side, I'll run it more to the side, out the way a bit. The vest is, it feels very heavy duty, you know. You look at the stitching there, that's all bar tacked on. It's quite heavy cotton, heavy cordura. I think it's quite a very sturdy item. This pouch here has been stripped out and to be used as a utility pouch. So in here I've got Israeli dressing, tourniquet and a chest set. It should have, this should hold 3 magazines, but they've sort of cut out the middle section. Over here on this pouch is, this has been left as it should be. In that I've got 3 30 round magazines, but as you can see, that won't close, it won't even come close to it. The French Treillis uses 25 round magazines, so I guess they would have come down probably about, I don't know, somewhere around there, and then the pouch works a lot better. These pouches didn't come with the vest, I bought them separately. But I don't really see much point in a vest without ammo pouches. So once again, just using the Magpul 10 round 30, basically a 10 round mag in a 30 round box. Lined with cordura, and here we see the 3 sections for magazines. It just closes with a small strip of Velcro type material at the top. But the pouches are quite deep, so I think that even if the Velcro didn't engage, it would still be quite secure in there, just because, you know, the pouch is so deep. The way they've stitched it at the top, you kind of have this extra pull tab bit, and just the binding, the edge binding, they've just run it down there and then just run it extra length. And that's on both pouches. The pouches have belt loops on the back, and then 2 sections of D-rings. So you also have a D-ring here at the bottom, although I'm not really sure what you would do with that. And then over here, you have a second one at the top that just has security. Adjustment is at the side with leather locks, and there's 2 on each side, and then of course the belt as well. It's the base of it. So on the back of the vest we have these pouches here. These are really interesting. They're really they're quite large. I think they hold about 7 litres worth of kit. They measure roughly 19 centimetres high, 32 centimetres wide, and then about 10 centimetres deep. Sorry, so that's an overall capacity of about 5.5 litres according to the some websites. Then on the bottom pouch you have this second pouch. I'm not really sure what this is for. Some websites talk about holding rifle grenades. I'm not really sure how that would work. They just bounce around in there. Although there is this pocket here inside, so you could keep something in there. I thought this was maybe for an entrenching tool, and that's the handle, or yeah, maybe it is for a rifle grenade. I'm not 100% sure really. And then at the top we have another pouch. This one is simpler without the extra pocket. And these zippers go all the way to the bottom. So it'd be quite easy to get in and out. same thing with the bottom pouch. And yeah, there you can see the stitching for the extra pocket. So this is what I mean, like prior to this, the French didn't seem to be carrying that much kit on their webbing, just a very basic stripped down sort of ammo and water kind of a setup. So these pouches attach the same way with these tabs. So it gives you some modularity. I think they would have flopped around quite a lot. There'd be a lot of bounce, especially when you're running around, especially if you had heavy items in there like ammo, link, spare water bottle, what have you, radio batteries. But I guess on the plus side, it would have been quite breathable. So that pouch there comes off, and we'll just take off this one as well. And you see these being used in all configurations. Some have no pouches, some have one, and then some have two. Right, so at the bottom we can see the belt that runs all the way through it. Got our belt loops there, and then the leather locks there for side adjustment. This webbing runs all the way through it, so it's quite sturdy and gives it a lot of strength. The mesh is quite soft and breathable. I think that'd be quite comfortable. Got another strap here that the leather locks are attached to make it nice and sturdy. And then up here we have a nice big drag handle. Something else is that you have this padded section. The padding on it is quite thick. It's probably about a centimetre, 10 mils. So it should be quite comfortable. I think this belt would have been really awkward compared to just a side release clip like that. You've got to run it all the way through and then deal with the excess. So no pockets or anything on the back, right inside. Sizing up the top. Sizing label up the top. Yes, so this one was made in 2005, it looks like. So that's quite late. You know, the G Watt has been going for about 4 years by now, and yet they're still making and issuing these bits of kit. I don't think I want to wear this over body armour. That would have been a pain in the backside. If you look at the French body armour system, they basically appear to carry on the belt like this, and then these hooks. So I think you just direct mount pouches directly to it. So there's no need to wear this over the old style French body armour, which looked incredibly cumbersome. Here we have a softer material. It's not called Dura, it's more just fabric. So I'm sure that would have soaked up sweat nice. It would have been quite awkward to wear in the heat. Alright guys, so that's the vest. As you can see, it's a pretty interesting setup. It's kind of unique, but unique's not always good. I'm glad I didn't have to use it. As interesting as it is, I think it would have been a pain in the backside to actually have to work with. Thanks for watching to the end. Do us a favour and hit the old like and subscribe buttons. And if you can't be safe, be dangerous. Cheers guys.